Oleh.
Tuh, cakep nah. Cakep nah.
A massive block of earth and rock suddenly shifted, creating the sensation that an entire hillside was trembling. The chaotic scene forced onlookers to move away quickly to ensure their safety. A multi-story building in the Indian Himalayas suddenly tilted dangerously before collapsing entirely like a house of cards. Fortunately, cracks that appeared earlier that morning allowed residents to evacuate just in time before disaster struck. A huge, ancient tree suddenly snapped in two and fell to the ground, even though it was completely windless and no one had touched it. Luckily, I was standing at a safe distance to film this bizarre suicide. Imagine strolling among 100 million year-old rock formations when an uninvited guest suddenly crashes the party. The camera perfectly captured a furious flash flood roaring through Wahweap Wash, Utah, carrying countless pine cones from a mountain peak 25 miles away. Fortunately, anyone who checked the weather report stayed far from the riverbed before this raging torrent turned a peaceful hike into a high-stakes race. We are witnessing a scene that is both striking and concerning. On the 25th of October 2018, Krakatoa showed intense volcanic activity. Weeks later, a larger eruption generated strong waves that affected coastal communities. Located in the Sunda Strait, Krakatoa is known for its submerged caldera and Anak Krakatau, an island that has remained active since 1927. A mother bear and her two cubs came to visit our pool. I think this family just moved into our area. Today we're in the middle of a heat wave, and the bears are simply looking for a way to cool off. To them, our pool feels like a free tourist attraction with everything they need. In 2014, lava from Pu'u advanced toward Pahoa, burning trees, fences, storage buildings, and approaching nearby homes. Emergency crews reinforced power poles, evacuated residents, and monitored as the lava swelled, crossed paths, and threatened the transfer station. Puger Beach just witnessed a boat being pushed backward by a sudden wave in an instant, startling everyone around. Faced with such power, humans are truly small, so always be cautious when going to the sea, especially during strong winds and murky water.
Hancur ya.
When a historic wildfire burn scar meets over 3 inches of torrential rain, what rushes down the valley isn't just water, but a mud and debris monster. The Dominator drone bravely intercepted the epicenter to capture a raging flash flood, dragging massive tractor tires and large tree debris that plugged Kimball Creek. Fortunately, the device survived to bring us these breathtakingly raw and authentic footages.
War, bro.
No, don't have total war.
Watch this tug of war between the bodybuilder and the lion to see who truly comes out on top. I'd say the match would be much more fair without that barrier in the way.
Yeah, baby! Let's go! Come on, Bless! Come on, bro!
Bitch! I won!
A coastal town in Atami faced a high risk of landslides due to steep slopes and weak soil formed from ancient volcanic ash. Heavy rainfall caused the ground to collapse, sending a flow of mud into residential areas and resulting in serious damage. Wild bears are powerful predators, just like tigers or lions. A man who steps in unarmed to protect a child who isn't even his own is showing true maturity and real courage. In this video, you will see massive floodwaters and rising currents in Wadi Ahan, Sohar Province, Oman. The first surges rush forward, sweeping away everything in their path, looking almost like a giant creature moving toward you. A giant squid wrapped its tentacles around my surfboard and everything escalated from there. It felt like two people arguing in the middle of the ocean. These high-quality, close-up footages capture the terrifying and devastating power of the EF3 tornado in Street Liberty, Nebraska. It is heartbreaking to see a home completely leveled, but amid the wreckage, humanity shined as everyone joined hands for search and rescue. Fortunately, Lady Luck smiled as families and children were safely assisted just in time before the violent vortex took over.
Hey, we need help! Need help!
This was only a gentle wind, not even its true strength, yet the destruction it caused was enough to make anyone shudder. A mother bear and her cubs are one of the cutest yet scariest things you could ever see in real life. When they show up at your home, half of you wants to welcome them, and the other half just wants to hide. I am always amazed at how explosions can turn solid rock into something that looks as soft as garden soil. Have you ever heard of black powder? As industry advanced, new types of explosives emerged, creating a clear separation between military and civilian uses. The military prioritizes power, while civilian applications focus on efficiency and cost-effectiveness. Talk about taking a shortcut to the absolute extreme. A viral video showing a JCB excavator casually pushing massive landslide debris straight into a deep gorge near Gangotri Dam has triggered widespread outrage. It looked like a massive blast, but in reality, it was the sign of a giant waking up again. Krakatoa erupted intensely on the 17th of October 2018 with a small lateral explosion. The area seen in the video no longer exists after the summit of Anak Krakatau collapsed into the sea on December 22, generating strong waves that impacted nearby coastal regions. The camera captured the moment a storm swept through with incredible speed, toppling a giant tree in an instant. Luckily, no one was sheltering under the tree's branches when it fell to the ground. Waves as high as 15 feet swept away homes on Fort Myers Beach as Hurricane Ian made landfall, and our tsunami detection system captured the entire heartbreaking event. It might look run down with rusted rebar and overgrown vegetation, but India's Srinagar hydroelectric project is a true disaster-resilient beast. Despite its old-school canal design and constant need for maintenance, this massive 330 megawatts concrete giant stands firm to hold back flash floods up to 30 meters deep. Fortunately for the surrounding villages, this heavy-duty flood control system works far more effectively than its weathered appearance suggests.
இல்ல கதை இறக்கி விட்டாங்க கீழே போய் இறங்கி பார்க்கலாமா?
On the 29th of December 2019, the Bono waves attracted large crowds of visitors to August Beach in Teluk Meranti, Pelalawan, Riau, Indonesia. This natural phenomenon occurs every month throughout the year, and during one month it even appears twice. Why bother climbing trees when a storm can handle the harvest for you? This powerful gale swept through and accidentally triggered a unique mango rain, showering fruit down so fast that people couldn't even catch them. It is a dream come true for mango lovers to get a free bounty, though filling up baskets at this frantic pace is quite a hilarious workout. An entire area of Hechuan district in Chongqing suddenly turned into a vast river after a record-breaking downpour. Furious floodwaters swept through, submerging streets and transforming cars into accidental boats. Fortunately, rescue teams arrived just in time to handle the perilous situation. Once nature unleashes its fury, no one can afford to underestimate its power. Buying a hillside home for the view, only to watch it literally move downhill one day. Due to waterlogged soil triggering a landslide, 2 houses in Draper, Utah completely collapsed, leaving onlookers in sheer shock. Fortunately, safety warnings were issued just in time to prevent a human tragedy.
It is. It is.
It is unbelievable how something so violent can rise so silently from just a few steps away. This footage is so spectacular, it looks more like a staged movie scene than a moment accidentally captured. Nature never stops astonishing us with things far beyond our imagination. This violent windstorm definitely seems to have a personal vendetta against rooftops. A fierce tornado suddenly swept through Nanning, Guangxi, easily ripping the roof off a large warehouse like tearing a flat piece of paper. Fortunately, no one appeared to be in the danger zone, while metal sheets were flying wild across the sky. It's a nightmare. You're relaxing on the sofa, eating soup in your cozy home, and then suddenly a tree falls onto the roof, sending a blast of cold air in, and now you have weeks to deal with it. This pump station is running at full throttle to turn arid lakebeds into vibrant oases. Water from the Metter Dam is channeled into a pump house by cutting through the bank, then blasted directly to the M. Kalapati Lake using 10 powerful electric motors. Fortunately for the residents of Mecherry, this massive irrigation feat has finally brought vital water to revive their hometown fields. Where water flows, life begins anew. Witness an impressive moment as a massive spillway opens, releasing a powerful surge of water. This display highlights the blend of engineering and natural force. With humans controlling the flow, it shows just how immense this structure truly is. On the 18th of May 2025, the Otis project deployed a specially designed drone to collect scientific data from inside a tornado near Arnett, Oklahoma. This was our second successful drone interception of the day.